Guess who's back?
Yep, it's Trember! Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about dreams I've had. Except first, I have to tell y'all...
Only 17.4% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed.
Well, actually, it's more watch time for subscribers, but still.
Change that. Change that. Change that.
Okay, I'm joking. Please don't call the cops. So, on to the dreams!
So pretty much after the dreams, I made sort of a chronological timeline of where those dreams took place and what they pretty much meant after the dream happened. So I'm going to pretty much be describing them in that chronological timeline, but they aren't in order of when I had the dreams. They're in order of where I put them in my personal timeline for those dreams. So yeah. So pretty much what happened in this dream is that the first one in the timeline, as far as I can remember, which is, I think, the second one I had out of these three. Pretty much what happened in it is, I didn't write it down, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to remember much. But pretty much, I don't remember all of it, but my friend from church, this is a real life friend, it's not a dream friend. I was watching like a live thing, and she was on a space shuttle with a guy talking to her. At the time I had this dream, I believe she had red hair. It was dyed, of course. In the dream, she had her natural hair color. So, make of that what you will. But pretty much, she was sweating a lot. And she had a sort of nervous smile on her face. This isn't going where you think it's going, don't worry. I don't remember her at all, but all I know, mainly from after the dream happened, and when I started reasoning what happened in the dream, all I know is that she had the task to carry a sun or a star, I'm pretty sure it was a sun though, to a solar system. I reasoned after I woke up that they had special armor and the space shuttle was made of special material that can pretty much protect them from the heat and power of the sun. And pretty much, allow people to carry the sun. Which was what this friend of mine, she had been tasked with carrying a sun to its proper place in the galaxy, to its proper solar system. So after that, I was outside with my dad and either my grandpa on my dad's side or my cousin on my mom's side. And we were looking up at the sky, and there were two suns, which, by the way, for some odd reason, in this dream, suns are crescent moon shaped. Don't know why. There were two suns up there in the sky. I had just stared at them. My dad was in amazement by them, and I'm pretty sure my cousin or grandpa on my dad's side was as well. And then I eventually woke up while looking at the two suns. Pretty much what I can reason from what happened in that dream was the reason there was two suns in the sky was because this friend of mine failed. Something must have happened to her suit or something, and she burnt. That's what I reasoned after I woke up. Yeah. Just a very strange dream where my friend dies. Anyways, on to the next dream, boys. Okay, y'all, so this is the next dream. And this one I actually have written down, so it's probably going to be a lot easier for me. I'm just going to read it off of what I have written down. But this one is the second in the timeline as far as I remember, and the first one I had, the first dream I've had. So yeah. One night I had a dream that for some reason we were being tested on by some military agency or something like that. We were supposed to sneak past the military agents and shut down the computers. We had to win 3 out of 3 rounds to succeed. I don't remember what happened before the 3rd round. All I know is that we won 2 out of 3. The final round was in my church. Not entirely true. I remember that it was in sort of like a concrete school-like thing, and we were running around, but eventually we entered a room that was my church. It was my sanctuary of my church, and also the entrance of my church as well. Yeah. But it was different. Everything except for the room we have worship service in, I've already explained this, had changed into this big spiral of upper floors and lower floors. The walls were white, like the kind of walls you'd see in some schools and churches. The floors were white too. It was a maze. We were almost caught a few times, but we managed to get away quickly. On our team, it was a bunch of random people. I don't remember as well as my brothers. My other church friend was there too. For some reason, eventually, after her running and almost dying a few times, we found the only room in our church that hadn't been changed. And my other church friend, this isn't the same one that burnt. This for one, this one's male, said, "How about we just stay here and sit down? They'll never find us," or something like that. In my opinion, it was a good plan. They'd expect us to be in another white corridor or something like that. But I thought we could double it by sneaking up to the balcony room inside and kind of outside the church room. But as I was yelling at everyone to listen to me while casually jogging to the balcony room, I don't think it was really casually jogging. I don't know why I wrote it like that. They marched up the stairs to that room. The leader gave a speech about how we had beaten him in 2 out of the 3 rounds. I think it started with, well, or something like that. But he had succeeded on the final round or something like that. Then, as far as I remember, it was the end. Yeah, that one was pretty weird too. Not as weird as your friend literally dying of burning from the sun. But still pretty weird. On to the next one! Okay, so pretty much with this one, the 3rd in the timeline, I believe. Or maybe it's the 2nd. I don't know. It's probably the 2nd. No, I'm just going to say it's a 3rd, so I don't have to edit this as much. But pretty much what happened in this one is I was out back with some of my friends, as well as my brother 𝒶𝓉𝓃𝓈, and maybe the Army Lion Joseph, who runs a channel known as Tiger. I'll leave both of them up there in the card. Pretty much, I don't remember most of it, but I know that I was like building a spaceship or something to go to space. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't think they really wanted me to go, but I really wanted to go. I don't know how this all works. That's about it for our last stream. Yeah. Anyways, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and so that you can probably, but maybe not get a notification when I upload. Make sure not to eat seatbelts, because if you eat a seatbelt, then I will have to slap you in the face. Yeah, seatbelts are edible, but don't eat them or I'll slap you in the face! Okay, they aren't edible. Please don't eat them. That would be very bad. And remember! Don't eat my chicken nuggets.